can't believe it's nearly over.
You did everything you could to keep it going.
But I failed. Probably be taken over by some faceless agribusiness. Or worse yet, some developer who manages to wangle a change of use. Could be a theme park in a few years.
I expect the kids would like that.
Maybe. Right now, they seem to be too busy bickering amongst each other to even notice what's happening. Last night they were fighting over Katie.
Girls were probably your priority at their age.
Well, maybe they'll realise what they've lost one day. In the meantime, they can help me get this stuff ready for the sale.
Look, I'm really delighted you're looking for new business, but maybe you should learn to walk before you start sprinting.
There is nothing wrong with being ambitious, Chris.
I don't think you realise what a campaign like this could cost. You're talking a multi-million-pound contract.
What do you think?
Well, I'm sure it'll be easier once you've had a decent breakfast.
I could do with your support here, Cynthia.
Yeah, but I don't know out about big business.
Everyone knows about rubbish. I mean, what are the general feelings in village?
Well, everyone's sick of it piling up in streets. I mean, place is going to be overrun with rats if they don't sort it out. And every time you phone council, they just palm you off with excuses.
You see? And people will be feeling the same everywhere. Robblesfield, Skipdale.
Still doesn't mean they're going to do anything about it.
Well, then that's up for us to make 'em. We get the contract on a wave of popular support.
That will be a first for me.
Well, you've got to let me try.
OK, just don't go wasting too much money on the campaign.
We're going for a school bus in a minute.
Look, if you two stop rowing, we'll be finished in plenty of time.
I don't know what you're in such a rush to get to school for anyway. Now Katie's giving you the elbow, you might as well stay home and lick your wounds.
You're looking for a right piercing, you.
Look, lads, I can remember fighting over girls when I was your age, and believe me, it was never worth it.
He's right, you know. In the end, she's the one that'll make the choice, and the way you two are going on, it'll probably be neither of you.
You haven't won yet. I'm gonna get her back.
Pack it in.
Smell that.
Right. I can't stay long. I've got to be getting back to home farm, but I got baby something yet to go.
Oh, this is great. Just what he needs.
Well, it came to 34 quid.
I'll give you the money on Thursday when I get the child benefit.
You told me you'd pay me straight back.
So, it's only a couple of days. It's no big deal.
Yeah, well, it is to me. I got money from Charity's housekeeping. I don't want her to think I'm out fiddle.
I could lend you a few quid.
No, that won't solve problem. She's got to learn that she can't go wasting money on clubbing and new clothes.
Oh, not another lecture.
Yeah, well, if you took any notice, I won't have to keep repeating myself. Make sure you've got it Thursday.
I've got nothing to talk about.
Give me a chance, Katie.
It's not that easy.
Never gives up, does he? Some people just don't know when they're not wanted.
Can't you just leave us alone?
I'm just trying to stop Katie being bothered.
You want to know what I think? It's got nothing to do with me. I've just been caught up in something between you two.
Yeah, you've got that right. The only reason he wants to get with you is to get at me.
Yeah, but you're just as bad. I mean, what is it with you two? Why do you hate each other so much?
Now, that's a good question. Why don't you tell her, Andy? Tell her what I've got against you.
You never know when to let up, do you?
It's Jack Sugden to see you.
Oh, send him in. Morning, Jack. This is an unexpected pleasure.
Well, not for me. Never thought I'd be making this visit. Well, you and your dad have tried to buy me out enough times.
And you've always knocked us back.
Yeah, well, farming's been in my family for a long time, Chris. I've tried everything, but sometimes you just have to admit you beat.
I've heard about the auction. Is the land being sold separately from the house?
Yeah. So you'll be there?
Why should I?
Well, you know it's good land. Just need someone with a bit of money to turn it round. You could do that if you wanted, Chris. At least it'd be better than some big business who didn't care about the land or the people around here.
Well, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll see you there.
So does this auction mean I won't be able to get a drink in my local?
Well, no worries. Doubt if anybody would turn up. Wrong time to sell.
Why is Jack putting the place on the market?
I don't reckon you have much choice. It were either that or go belly up.
He spent a bit of time inside when his wife died. He got off when it went to court, but the damage had already been done as far as the farm was concerned.
You know, when you look at all the troubles farmers have had, it was a bad time to neglect the place.
Tough break.
Well, you can move in with me. You know, the offer still stands if you're interested.
It's not fair. You don't want to be stuck with me and a babe, but we cramp your style.
What style? It's not like I'm out clubbing every night these days. Look, you know, we get on really well, and I love having Kirk around.
Well, you're great with him, but my mum would just say I was taking advantage.
What does it matter what people say? As long as it works for us, it's none of their business.
Glad to be back.
I'm not sure. When I saw the mess the burglars left the house in, I wanted to walk straight out again. Then I started to feel guilty about leaving it alone for so long.
I'm glad you weren't there. If you tried to protect the place, you might have ended up getting hurt. Seen it hundreds of times.
But I took all the jewellery, Ange. It's not that it's worth anything, it's just the memories of our times together I can't replace. I felt like I'd let her down not being there.
Get that down you, Jack.
Yeah, and try to look on the positive side. Think about the future, not the past.
Alan's right, Jack. When you pocket the cheques from this sale, you'll have enough money to be a gentleman of leisure for the rest of your life.
Maybe. All I can think about at the moment is what's going to happen to my farm. Look, just tell me there's no chance of someone fiddling a change of use and building some monstrosity up there.
I think you can rely on the relevant committees treating each individual case on its own merits.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's politicians speak. It means they'll do what suits them, not us, same as always.
You just don't understand the workings of democracy.
Me neither. Maybe you can explain how they leave us with rubbish piling up in the streets?
Another time, the auctioneer's arrived.
Morning, Mr. Sugden.
Not many potential buyers here at the moment.
Oh, there's plenty of time yet. Don't worry, Mr. Sugden, I'm sure everything's going to go well.
Hi, Charlie. Hiya.
Decided to slum it for the day.
Not exactly, no. I need your help on a job.
Forget it. I was persuaded to stomach the wedding, but working for Chris Tate, well, that's a step too far.
Hey, he knows nothing about this. And if he did, he'd be dead against it too.
Tell me more.
OK, well, you know how the rubbish is building up on streets? Well, I want us to take a truck down there and clear it all.
Lucky job is that.
Yeah, but think of the goodwill we'd get when we try for the contract.
Hey, Charlotte's right, Dad. Everyone would be dead chuffed to see it shifted.
Maybe. What's in it for us?
60 cash for the day.
Call it 100 and I might be interested.
All right, done. Oh, yeah, and there's an added bonus. If it works, you'll be helping me prove Chris wrong, because he don't think I stand a chance in getting this contract.
Well, in that case, me and Sam would be proud to work alongside you, doing our public duty, huh?
Oh, it seems strange being in the house on my own after being with the family. So quiet. I mean, you must feel the same way now Eve's gone.
Are you thinking of leaving?
What? Well, never been once outstay me welcome, hadn't I?
Len, there's no question of that. We want you to stay, your family.
Viv was right. Don't seem to be too many customers for the auction.
Plenty for the beer, though. Mine's a pint if you're asking.
Behave yourself, Seth.
It's all right, Dan. He's welcome. An Irish for me and one for Bob.
Coming up.
I believe you're a betting man, Seth.
When I get the chance.
What are the odds on who puts in the winning bid, do you think?
Time to get started, Mr. Sugden. Unless you think there's any more to come.
No, I think the vultures have gathered now.
Andy, why did you run off like that? Come on, what's going on?
I never meant things to be like this, but Robert's dead set on messing things up between us.
You maybe should worry more about how I feel. Nothing he's going to say is going to change that.
I won't be so sure.
Right, I'm fed up with riddles, Andy.
I want to explain, but it's just hard to know where to start from. And you never know where to back off, do you?
Maybe it'd be a good idea if he gave us a chance to speak in our own.
What, so we can tell you another pack of lies? It's time you knew what he was really like, Katie.
Leave it, Robert.
Shut up. Do you want to know why I hate him? Because he killed my mum and let my dad stand trial for it. So what do you think of him now, Katie?
Thing here.
Depends whether you want your rubbish shifted.
Eh?
Come to get rid of all these black bags.
Goodwill gesture. Hey, Sam volunteered even with his bad leg.
Just think of us as your guardian angels.
Oh, well, in that case, you're more than welcome. It's about time someone showed the council that we're not going to take this sort of thing lying down. Just wait until I tell everyone the good news.
Hey, boys. Our first satisfied customer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your last chance to purchase 172 acres of prime Dale's arable land. Very well, then. Since Lot 1 has failed to reach its reserve price, it will be withdrawn from this sale.
I thought you were interested in the land.
Sorry, Jack. Might pick up the house for a bargain. The reserve's too high on the land. Should have taken my off when you had the chance.
No, I should have known better than to ask. You'll never change.
What happens now?
Well, they'll go on and try and sell it privately. It could be tough, though, and farming's not seen to be as good an investment since the troubles last year.
Good on, Jack. You were counting on that money.
Let's hope he has more luck selling the farmhouse.
Have I missed it?
Nothing to miss. Nobody wanted it. I don't take pleasure in other people's misfortune, but I can't help feeling that it's poetic justice after he tried to inflict that mast on us.
Yeah, well, maybe the council's in for a dose of that as well. You will never guess who's shifting the rubbish.
It's all agreed.
Well, don't you think you should have talked to me about it first?
What was the point? I thought you'd be pleased.
It's not true. You know, wherever I am, you've always got home.
You're always moaning about everything I do, picking at me.
Yeah, I'm trying to make you have a little bit of consideration. I mean, you can't go spending money you haven't got and then leaving other people to clear up your mess.
Yeah, well, Jason doesn't feel like that, so I'll be better off with him.
Yeah, and what's Scott got to say about it, eh? How much are you going to be chipping in towards rent?
We haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, well, I don't suppose it matters, because all I get from you is IOUs.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I'm glad I'm going.
Well, I never thought I'd hear myself say it, but you dingles have put the council to shame.
Thanks, Eddie. Well, if you'd like to show your appreciation, I might mention that it is very thirsty work.
How much for some bottles of lemonade, Viv?
Oh, Edna, I think beer's more what they had in mind.
I'll get a 4-pack. You've earned it.
Your family seem popular for a change.
Yeah, it's seeing them working that surprises me.
Some of us don't have any choice.
Things not going well up at the holiday village then?
Not with Nicola in charge, no. Seems determined to make my life a misery.
So find another job.
I'd really like to start my own business, but I guess it's a bad time to say that to you when you've just lost Shea Marlon.
Mate, there's nothing wrong with being ambitious. Let's just settle for agreeing that we're both worth more than where we are right now. See you later.
Andy, I've been looking for you everywhere.
Has he finished dishing the dirt?
Okay, it shook me, but I didn't know what to think at first. And that's why I need to be your side.
There's nothing to say. He's right. I killed her. I've been nothing but a curse on this family ever since he took me in. My real dad's in prison, and I guess I'll be doing everyone a favour when I go the same way. You've heard it all now. Leave me alone.
Andy, I'm not going anywhere. I don't think you meant to do it, and I don't think you're the bad seed either. Come, there's got to be reasons for all this.
So I have 270,000. Do I hear 280? I have 280. Do I hear 290? I have 290 in front of me. Do I hear 300? Ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you that this lot has a reserve price of £300,000. So unless bidding continues, I shall be forced to withdraw it from sale. Even in today's financial climate, this fine farmhouse with various outbuildings and 4 acres represents a real bargain at this price. Now, do I hear 300? In that case, I have no alternative but to...
300,000.
I have £300,000. Do I hear 310? 305. So, for £300,000 for Lot 2, the farmhouse, the outbuildings and 4 acres, going to Mr...
305.
310.
315.
320.
350,000.
It's your call.
No further bid.
So, going for £350,000. Going once, going twice. Sold to...
Mullen. Ray Mullen.
I wanted him to get the money for the insurance. I thought it was the only way to save the farm. I never meant anyone to get hurt.
But why didn't you tell me about this before?
I tried to. I thought you'd hate me for what I'd done.
How could I? After what happened to Miss Strickland, I know what it's like to have killed somebody.
No, that's different. It wasn't your fault.
That's not how it feels. I don't think I'll ever get over it, and I certainly don't have the right to judge anyone else.
I wish I'd told you before. I've tried so many times. I was just frightened of losing you. Guess it's too late now.
Is it?
I thought you preferred Robert now.
Has he been bragging?
He told me all about it.
Oh, it meant nothing, Andy. I was just upset.
So can I have another chance then?
That Ray chap is a bit of a dark horse, isn't he? Didn't expect him to come out with a bid like that.
Guess not.
Well, you obviously didn't. Don't like being outbid on your own patch, do you? It's been a nasty shock.
I'll get over it.
I'm not so sure. Always wear a sore loser, Chris.
Congratulations. You've bought yourself a lovely home.
Thank you. I don't intend to live there. I'm quite happy in Mill Cottage.
Can you tell me why you bought it?
Oh, I think it has potential. Good luck, Jack.
No, he's not giving much away.
Yeah, well, he doesn't like anyone knowing his business. It was a while before we knew we were our landlord.
That's 3 houses he's bought now. Maybe there's more.
I'd like to know why.
Jack, whatever he's going to do with it, it's not your worry anymore. Forget it. Just celebrate the sale and be glad you got some money coming in at last.
Where'd you get to at lunchtime?
What's it to you?
I thought you bunked off. Not that I'd missed you.
So leave me alone then. Stop needling me. You've done your worst now. There's nothing left to say.
Well, Katie had a right to know the truth about you.
Maybe. But she didn't take it like you expected though, did she? Maybe you've done me a favour.
Up, Sam.
Oh!
Look, I told you it'd be popular.
Yeah, you were right.
Oh, you don't sound too pleased.
Sorry, bad day at the auction. Got outbid for the farmhouse.
Hey, well, you know where I think you should invest your money.
What on earth do you think you're doing?
We're clearing rubbish. Same as council should have done weeks back.
This is completely irregular. Nothing has been authorised. You've no right.
Keep your hair on, Eric. Here you are. I reckon this was your stuff.
What?
Put it through the correct channels. Everyone else seems happy for us to help.
Quite a girl, isn't she?
She certainly is. You always were a sore loser, Eric.
Must be stinking rich, that Ray. Never realised he had so much money to chuck around.
Me neither. Wonder what he's going to do with the place.
There's money to be made out of a country house hotel. It's an ideal location.
Yeah, with all that land, he could put tennis courts in, swimming pool, the lot. Go for an exclusive clientele.
They wouldn't get permission for that kind of thing.
Don't believe it. Pollard's as bent as a 9-bob note. There's plenty of them in every committee.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's probably true.
It's not all that bad, Alan.
It sounds like there could be plenty of building work up there.
Maybe a decent chef's job.
Oh, give it a rest, will you? You're talking about my home. Land that's been farmed by my family for generations.
Times change, Jack. You've got to go with the future.
Get real, Alan. I've lost everything I've worked for. They can't sell the land, all that money from the house, most of it's going to go on paying me debts. What future have I got?
Look, Jack.
Save your breath, Diane. Got to go and break the good news to me kids.
From now on, just leave me and Katie alone.
Why should I? You're not good enough for her and you know it.
She doesn't think like that.
Because you talk your way out of it with another load of lies. You think you can get away with anything, Andy, but you're wrong. I'm going to make you pay for everything that you've done. And that's a promise.
I see you boys didn't take my words to heart this morning.
Sorry, Dad.
How did the auction go?
The place is sold. We'll be moving into the cottage tomorrow.
So we've got some money coming in?
Right. So you better go and finish your packing, and then we can celebrate.
I never thought Dad'd take losing the farm so well.
It's been on the cards so long, it's probably a relief it's finally over. Maybe we're going to get that fresh start.